If I could just sort of briefly chat to you briefly. So, this is going to be quite transformational to some extent, because at the moment the way this is done with building apps and software, it's done sort of like a consultancy way, like an agency way. So apologies to anyone who's doing building apps for clients. You're in trouble, basically. Anyone here from Accenture? Yeah. Sorry, we should keep our voices down. Accenture, yes, you're in trouble. Is that true? And also, some critics, I'll put my journalist hat on, might say that you're going to become the gig economy of work, and then the prices all go down, and then eventually get some person sitting in a horrible bedsit coding and not being paid very much. First of all, you're killing Accenture and web shops, app shops, and second of all, what's the impact on human beings eventually when they're on your platform?
So I think, Mike, there were two ways to approach this problem when we started. One of them was to go straight up against web shops and Accentures and everyone else. And what we realized is that the workload we're dealing with, Accenture won't touch. $50,000, the small business, the shop owner, the ski school owner. Actually, we have a ski school not far from here that built Uber for ski instructors. And they just won't touch it. Because, so the reason they won't touch it is it's too small volume. It's too short a project. They're more interested in the consulting than in the building. And then
That's true, I think, yes.
Then I think the second point is the impact. Are we effectively eroding away what developers do? I'd say we're doing the exact opposite. Number one, people hate doing repetitive work. If we're removing the repetitive work, we're making people do things that are brain active, not brain dead.
You mean the bit where the client says, I want it to look a little bit like Uber, but not Uber, and I want it to have the location feature, and that's the little feature that you've basically done, and then somebody can get on with the actual creative stuff.
Exactly, right? It's also, who are the 10 people to use on this project? How should this project be built? What resource can we use in Southern America versus Eastern Europe versus India? And the other thing to keep in mind is it's a volume problem now. So today I think we're getting to this point in history where the amount of work being requested is in excess of the supply of development on a total basis that could build it. And so what you're ending up with is either bad quality or folks that are trying to do projects when they're really just trying to do body shopping. And what our platform does is it connects the dev shops, the app shops, in fact even some of the bigger consulting companies and their supply, and it says, well, the right way of building this is this, but we've reduced the amount of work that needs to be built because we've used automation and AI to take care of some of that.